everybody, welcome back. So today I am just sitting in the car waiting on Austin to be done with school. I'm always here pretty early, so I was just hanging out waiting. You can hear the kids giggling in the background. They're back there waiting too. So I thought that I would kind of give you guys like an update as to, like how his stuff has been going. So this was totally new to me, figuring out how to get a homeschooler into college. And it was pretty easy. All I did was I created him some transcripts, just used a template that I found online, came here, turned in the template. To do the dual enrollment, he had to be finished with 10th grade, officially enrolled in 11th grade. Well, since I controlled when he went into the 11th grade, we did it the summer between 10th and 11th. I just gave him that transcript. He took the test, and then he was in college. It was very, very, very easy to get him in. The only thing that he had to do was pass the college entrance exam. So since we've been in, we've done both the classes in the classroom and the classes online. I kind of like both. I will say I was a little angry at the school when we had to come in and do the classes in the classroom, because I was told that he could do the whole thing online, but it's really been kind of good for him to have the classes in the classroom. However, he definitely does better at home. I don't know if it's the stress of being in the classroom or if the online stuff forces him to put it in the proper formats, or I don't know what it is, but he does better online. But it's been an easy process. It's been an easy thing to do. The only thing that I would suggest, that if you do try this and you do want to go through this, is have a plan. Whenever you start this, go through what the requirements are and in what order they need to be done. Some need to be done before others can be taken. Kind of wish I had planned this a little better and started some of his sciences earlier. Some of the sciences have to be done back to back, and at least here in North Carolina, you cannot move on and do any other classes until they call it your track, is finished. So they have a specific set amount of classes, or specific classes they want you to do first. It's not enough for the full associate's degree, but it's just a set of classes that they want you to get done for whatever track. They have 3 different tracks here. They have an engineering track, they have an arts track, and a science track. We chose the engineering track. So once he finishes all of his engineering classes, then we can go on and take like a history and things like that he'll need for his high school, to finish his high school. Because I really would hate to have to give him a high school history when I can give him a college one and he can get college credits for it. So if I had planned this a little bit better, I would have had 2 whole semesters where he could have taken more electives than he could have, like the classes that they require. 1 full semester of just electives, and then he could have had half a semester full of electives. So it was my poor planning, but what can you do? You learn, you live and learn, so if he can take his physics class over the summer, we'll be okay, and we'll be able to bounce back from this, and he'll be able to have his associates. But physics class in the summer, and 8 weeks physics class is hard, but he's super excited about it. I don't know, I can't get excited about a physics class, but he is, so we'll see. So anyway, it's been great. I will say, compared to Abeka, it's easier. It's a lot easier. The work is easier than Abeka was. As far as the math is concerned, the math I would say is probably about the same. Abeka was always real heavy on the problems and the homework and stuff like that. This is too. This is definitely a lot of math homework. Now, we chose a math heavy program. So if you don't choose a math heavy program, it probably won't be quite as bad for you as this was for him. But we chose definitely a math heavy program. So he has lots of math homework. But I would say we probably spend, kiddos, calm down back there.
Yeah.
Calm down. But I would say that we probably spend 2 days working on it, 2.5 days working on it. He does 2 days on his own, and then we do 1 day together. and he's taking full course load. He has 4 classes, and he's handling it very well. It's not been too much for him. Like I said, I actually think it might be a little bit easier than Abeka was. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, you know what, it's scary at first, but now, and I can only speak for someone who's gone through the Abeka program, because that's the only program we've ever used. But it seems to me that Abeka has prepared him. I love Austin to death. He's smart, but he's not super genius. He's definitely worked hard for the knowledge that he has, and he's very smart. But don't think that he's some super genius kid. He's not. You know, he's an average child, and he's worked hard to get where he is. So it's not like I have some super trooper here. You know, he's just a normal child. So if my normal child can do this, so can your normal child. You know, I mean, he's just worked hard to get where he is, you know, and he worked hard with the Abeka program to get where he is. So, I mean, it's not bad. And a lot of the classes that they have here have high school students in them. Not every class has high school students, but some of them are made up solely of high school students. So, I mean, even the age stuff, they do try to help keep the ages about the same, which was kind of nice. So, anyway, I highly suggest it, you know. I mean, it was really cheap, $35 a semester here. And then you pay for books, but you get your money back at the end of the year. I claim it in taxes, and I've gotten every bit of it back. So, it's cheap. It gives you high school and college credit at the same time. You know, your child will wind up with an associate's degree by the time they graduate high school. And my normal average child is doing very well with it. Very well. So I highly suggest it. It wasn't hard. It was definitely scarier trying to figure out what all you were supposed to do, and the thought of it was scarier than actually going through and doing it. So anyway, this is me just encouraging any homeschool moms who think that their child might be college bound. This is actually a really good program to look into. It's called High School Connections here. If you call your college, it's dual enrollment where they do both. I would say every community college does. Oh, and here's one more thing I didn't know. I didn't know that most community colleges have an agreement with the universities in your state. So if Austin gets his associate's degree here, his associate's degree is in agreement with all the universities in North Carolina only, but all the universities in North Carolina will accept his associate's degree as a whole. Now, if he just takes a bunch of classes here in North Carolina, they don't have to accept the individual classes. But if he finishes and gets an associate's degree, they have an agreement with the community colleges around here that they will accept full associate's degrees from these community colleges. I don't know if it's the same where you are, but it might be something you want to look into, whether these college credits will transfer. Think about if you're going to go to school in-state or out of state or whatever you're going to do. But I would highly suggest, if you're going to do it, go all the way. Just do the associate's degree. And some of the high school connection programs are not associate degree tracks, so make sure that you ask that too. There's one that a lot of people who do nursing do, maybe like the science one, a lot of them do, and that's not an associate's degree track. So I again, don't quote me on that one, but I know one of those 3 is not an associate's degree track. So I would highly suggest that you make sure that you ask those kind of questions whenever you go in there. You know, is this an associate's degree track? You know, do you guys have a relationship with the colleges in your state that they'll accept the associate's degree if we get it? You know, but I would say that most of them do. Anyway, highly suggest the program. Austin has enjoyed it. Enjoyed it, but you know, enjoyed it as much as he's going to enjoy high school. So, and it's been great, and we're on our way to getting the associate's degree, and I'll let you know how it goes with if he transfers to college. I don't know if he's going to do military or if he's going to college, or I don't know what he's going to do. But I will try to keep you informed as to how this goes, or if it makes it easier for them to get into a college as a homeschooler. I was a little worried about him getting into college as a homeschooler. You know, so I thought that this might even help him not have to jump through so many hoops or not have so many problems as a homeschooler going into college, or a homeschooler going into like trying to get into one of the military academies and things like that. So that was kind of my thought too when I was doing it. So I will keep you informed. I don't know what all he's going to try to choose, but this is definitely, we are blazing a new trail for us here. So anyway, there's not a lot of information out there, so I will try to keep you guys informed. Whatever I learn, I'll let you know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like the video, subscribe. I'm going to try to give you as much information as I can about these things as I learn. And we'll see you again next time.